Hello, my dear friends and my dear students. I come on again with my series of sessions on value education, and this is the lecture 5. The topic for today is social media ethics. I hope all of you are following the videos and the recordings, and they are learning all the kind of topics that I have discussed with you. And I hope you guys are enjoying the videos and keep learning and keep applying these values in your life. So my name is Prashant Stephens, and I have been your trainer and presenter for the sessions that we are conducting for value education. So today I have a very interesting topic. The topic is about social media ethics. Now, it's a very interesting topic because we are all well versed with the social media part, right? So social media is primarily a very important and significant part of our life, right? We all follow social media platforms like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and so many other applications. And today's generation is all a virtual generation. Like all of you love to be a part of this social media platform. सबको social media पे रहना बहुत अच्छा लगता है. Friends काफी हमें मिलते हैं, जो पुराने friends हैं, जो हम नए friends बनाते हैं, and we all love to connect with each other, and that's the beauty of being on social media. So I would request if you can just think about which all friends you have connected recently with the help of social media, right? तो आपको काफी हैरानगी होगी कि अरे मैंने जो 10 साल पहले मेरा जो कॉलेज फ्रेंड है या 5 साल पहले जो मेरी फ्रेंड है उसको मैंने आज सोशल मीडिया जैसे फेसबुक है, इंस्टा है, उस पे मैंने उसको friend request share kiya and she has or he has accepted my friend request. You feel proud, you feel happy. Someone gives you a thumbs up or a like on any of your posts, you feel happy. So that's basically that's how mind is attuned to social media platforms, and we live in this generation of social media. So today we have a lot of things to discuss. The topic why I have taken as social media ethics is because we all need awareness on social media usage. मुझे पता है काफ़ी स्टूडेंट्स को इसके बारे में थोड़ी बहुत जानकारी होगी कि हमें सोशल मीडिया क्यों यूज़ करना है, किस लिए यूज़ करना है, उसके साइड उसके थ्रेट्स क्या है, पॉसिबिलिटीज़ क्या हो सकती है, हमें प्राइवेसी को लेकर क्या क्या सोचना है. Lot of things must be in your head. So without further ado, we are going to proceed with today's session. So the social media landscape is pretty vast. जो सोशल मीडिया का एक पूरा एक इमेज है वो काफी बड़ा है, right? So we can see why do we use social media. Primarily we start generally to use social media because we build relationships with people. एक बहुत बड़ा यूनिक प्लेटफॉर्म होता है, जैसे फेसबुक है, लिंक्डइन है, माइस्पेस है, और कुछ तो खैर it has become an outdated now because Facebook has replaced Orkut, and that's the reason we don't use now. Twitter बहुत सारे students and professionals use करते हैं, celebrities use करते हैं, and we follow the Twitter posts of many such people. And that's the reason it helps us to build a kind of a relationship on virtual platform. Like there is microblogging, social networking, discussion, forums होते हैं, काफी सारे हमें posts आते हैं, requests आती हैं, and that's the reason we become part of such platform, and that's how we connect with so many people because we love engaging with them. We love to read their posts, their blogs, and things like that because that is related to your area of interest. That's why we love following such people. So majorly it drives you towards the relationship building part, and that's where we have like LinkedIn. Now you must be aware, like most of you must be having a LinkedIn account. बहुत लोगों का LinkedIn का account होगा. तो LinkedIn काफी प्रोफेशनल फोरम में आ जाता है. इट इज मोर tilted towards a professional forum where people connect on professional platform to build professional relationship, to learn something, to engage themselves in a professional platform. बहुत सारी अपडेट्स आती है, कंपनीज की पोस्ट्स आती है, जॉब रिलेटेड एडवर्टाइजमेंट्स आती है, and there are a lot of technological upgradations that happen, and people keep posting those on LinkedIn. And that's the reason LinkedIn is completely for professional use, and whereas Facebook is completely for your personal and social networking purpose, right? Then we slowly move towards the next part, is basically we believe in publishing something. Like for example, content is shared on social media. Companies generally publish the advertisement. Companies जो होती है अपनी advertisement branding करती है social media platform पे. जैसे मैंने कहा कि आपको LinkedIn एक बहुत प्रोफेशनल फोरम है जहाँ पे कंपनीज अपनी जॉब एडवर्टाइजमेंट्स, कोई नया प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च होता है उसके बारे में postings करती है. That is where LinkedIn is very handy for most of the companies, because they are able to connect with different professional institutions, organizations, and many other forums in one go, right? And that's why all the followers get your postings, and they are able to see what updates are going on in your particular areas. So there are so many. Even SlideShare is one of the kind of a social networking platform where people create presentations. They share the knowledge on this platform, right? I don't know much of this. YouTube is a very important one when it comes to content sharing and platform. YouTubers, bloggers are quite popular nowadays. We follow so many YouTubers. They create a video content. Like for example, some of you, if you like they are more passionate about health, like bodybuilding and gymming and all that. तो उसके काफी सारे वीडियोस आपको YouTube में मिलेंगे. इट इज बेसिकली अ वेरी यूनिक प्लेटफॉर्म. काफी सारा उसमें सीखने को मिलता है. लॉट ऑफ कंटेंट गोज इनटू YouTube, and that's the reason YouTube is very no one has nothing has replaced YouTube as such. YouTube को किसी ने आज तक रिप्लेस नहीं किया है. हर एक चीज को लेकर YouTube के पास कंटेंट है. जो वीडियो आपको चाहिए, जो नॉलेज आपको, like some of you love cooking, so they can they can go through those kind of videos where you will find a lot of videos and chefs publishing new recipes and the method to prepare those kind of cuisines on YouTube. Then we have so many other so basically the focus is more on video sharing, photo sharing. Like we have Pinterest जहाँ पे काफी सारा knowledge sharing होता है, photos share की जाती है. And it is again like people enjoy following on Pinterest. Even I do love Pinterest for that matter. YouTube is for video sharing. Then you also have some personal blogs which you can follow as a part of knowledge, or enhancing your knowledge, enhancing your kind of updates related to any particular technology, any particular area that you're focusing on. Then if you focus and understand the other usage of social media is basically you participate, right? So collaboration is one of the most important aspect in terms of your social media landscape. So there are various websites. If I see Google is there, Amazon is there, and it is also helpful for you to collaborate with different people and different communities. Then obviously entertainment is one of the most important aspects of social media. Like we follow so many virtual platforms. There are videos, there are gaming sites and things like that. So it has completely revolutionized the way of living. Our standard of living has changed. हमारा जो जीने का तरीका है वो काफी बदल चुका है. That's the reason हम सोशल मीडिया के बिना या सोशल नेटवर्क के बिना हम लाइफ को इमेजिन नहीं कर सकते, right? And it has become part and parcel of a life. I can still imagine if one day if you are asked to keep your mobile away and focus on only your class sessions, it will be a very tough day for you guys. I can't still imagine on that part. अगर एक दिन भी हमारे पास हमारा फोन नहीं रहेगा तो हम काफी बेचैन हो जाते हैं. हमें लगता है हमें कौन व्हाट्सएप कर रहा है, हमें कौन मैसेज कर रहा है, हमने किसी को कुछ मिस आउट तो नहीं किया. सो दैट that phobia of FOMO, fear of missing out, is also gripping our minds, right? हम बहुत सारी चीजें सोच सकते हैं कि यार आज मैंने फोन नहीं लाया, आज कुछ तो मैं मिस कर रहा हूँ, आई एम मिसिंग दैट, I'm not being part of today's virtual world right now. So that's how that fear is there in everyone's mind, and I can understand that we are so used to social media nowadays. Okay, then why social networking? Now everyone knows that. Why do we use social networking? Now if you go and understand that today the organizations itself, they are adapting the new technology from 2008 till 2018-19. Significant increase you can see in companies following social networking, even to recruit people, even to focus on business, even to scale up their business को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए भी social networking का, social platform का काफी इस्तेमाल किया जा रहा है. So एक 21st century की एक नई रिक्वायरमेंट है, ये नया जनरेशन है, इसको हम नॉलेज वर्कफोर्स कहते हैं. तो इसी के लिए हम सोशल नेटवर्किंग को हम वी कैन नॉट कीप असाइड. नाउ मेनी कंपनीज आर ग्रोइंग ग्लोबल, उनके ऑफिसेस मोर देन 10-15 कंट्रीज में होते हैं, एंड दे हैव टू कनेक्ट विद डिफरेंट पीपल अंडर वन अम्ब्रेला. सोशल नेटवर्किंग या सोशल प्लेटफॉर्म या सोशल मीडिया जिसको हम कहते हैं, उससे बढ़िया प्लेटफॉर्म कहीं नहीं हो सकता है. इन वन गो दे कैन कनेक्ट विद डिफरेंट पीपल. Like right now through social media like Zoom, we are able to connect on virtual platform. You can watch this video according to your convenience. That's how the beauty of social networking or other social media has gripped our society, gripped our professional and academic platform as well, right? You couldn't have imagined such things happening 15-20 years back, but today it is virtually happening everywhere, right? So that's the beauty. Sitting at home, even in this pandemic situation, lockdown phase, we are able to learn and, carry on with our academic careers, professional careers, right? That's how social networking is getting so strong nowadays. More web-based, app-based profile or applications are there now. If you, I don't know which technology you follow, either you are on the Android or either you are on the iOS platform or Windows platform, but there are plenty of applications in the Play Store or in the iOS store that you can download that will connect you to so many medias and applications or social networking sites. You can't even think about it, right? उसके लिए हमें एक ही चीज की जरूरत होती है कि हाई स्पीड इंटरनेट और एक हाई क्लास डिवाइस जो स्मार्टफोन्स के द्वारा हमें पता चल जाता है, मिल जाता है. You don't nowadays even need a kind of a laptop. Everything is possible with the help of your smartphones. So Android versions, iOS versions, Windows versions, all are getting to that new technology. Every year, every month, I would say there is new addition to the technology which is happening. So that is how social networking is becoming a very important segment of our life. According to the survey conducted in US, social networking takes more than 30% of time of the US citizens that they spend online. So that is how people are getting engaged nowadays. सोशल नेटवर्किंग का इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि भाई मुझे बस अपने दोस्तों यारों को मिलना है ऑनलाइन. That is not the only objective. Nowadays, people are earning through social networking, social business. That is how people say that your network is your net worth. जितने आपकी सब्सक्राइबर्स होंगे, जितने आपका नेटवर्क होगा, आप उतने तादाद में आगे बढ़ सकते हो. And that's how the business models have changed nowadays. Business करने का तरीका change हो चुका है because of social networking. So let us understand the basic difference between social media and social networking. Now, social media is basically a kind of a platform, right? जिससे जैसे कि आपकी WhatsApp हो गई, आपका Facebook हो गया, Twitter हो गया, Instagram हो गया, Google Plus हो गया, and so many other applications. So basically, it is just an application. It's just a platform where the user registers themselves and then they start engaging with the social world. And that's where social networking comes into picture. So if you ideally understand, social media is disseminated through social interaction. based on the user participation and user generated content. So every, like for example, Facebook, no one would have imagined that global level pe hum itni zyada networking kar sakte hain. And that was possible because of Facebook. Slowly, steadily, that transformed into people getting more towards the social side. नेटवर्किंग बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया, जितनी हमारी पर्सनल नेटवर्किंग नहीं होती है उससे ज़्यादा कई ज़्यादा हमारे सोशल नेटवर्किंग होता है, कई ज़्यादा फॉलोअर्स होते हैं. Every post that you publish on Facebook, Twitter, Insta, you get so many likes and this, whatever comments on your posts. So people start following you on social network. You become suddenly a kind of overnight sensation. Okay, like we recently have so many TikTok videos, TikTok stars, getting sensational or quite popular in a short span of time. So that's the beauty of connection. Okay, social networking is also one of the most important or essential element because it breaks the boundaries. Okay, so there is no boundary. Like you might be in the US and one person might be in Japan. And that's still through social networking. You can connect with each other. You can do business dealing. You can share your ideas, your knowledge through that platform. Nowadays, companies are engaging with millions and millions of workers and resources across the globe through social networking, social platform. So that has really transformed. Things have changed, right? So that's where meetings are also possible. Like in lockdown phase also, people were stuck up in their own houses, but still the businesses were running because most of the businesses, they adopted the business continuity plan. तो उससे क्या होता है कि भले बिजनेस में मार्केट में ग्लोबल क्राइसिस आई हो तो बिजनेस रुकना नहीं चाहिए. तो सोशल प्लेटफॉर्म एक ऐसा जरिया है, सोशल नेटवर्किंग या सोशल मीडिया, जिसके थ्रू आप कनेक्शन बना रख सकते हो. लाइक मेनी कंपनीज दे आर यूजिंग Microsoft Teams as a kind of a device, as a not a device, sorry, as a platform to connect with people. जहाँ पे meetings भी possible होती है, data sharing भी possible होता है, data security भी possible हो सकती है, and you can share so many views and thoughts on any given uh, content or document that you share. There are various other tools like Slack is there. You also have Workplace, something which is very similar to Facebook, where you can put in your ideas, your thoughts, and it creates a kind of a company's Facebook page. Like Workplace is one of such areas. So communication has become quite possible, quite flexible when it comes to social media and social networking. Okay, so that's what we are also following in today's segment, right? So these are basically the popular social platforms and the usage, if we can see, wherein you can see maximum the percentage usage is by Facebook. So this is like 63, almost 64 percentage. Okay, and then followed by YouTube, which again almost is at the second rank. And obviously Orkut is no there, so it's an old data I believe, but still you can see almost more than 600 million users for Facebook. I guess I'm not wrong on that. More than 600 million plus users. In fact, 316, 310 plus, daily unique accounts are opened in Facebook. So that's how Facebook has championed the social networking platform, right? YouTubers are also increasing day by day. Even in India, you have so many YouTubers, they are sharing regularly the content, the new kind of creation that they create, some kind of craftsmanship that they show on Facebook. So it is basically, a kind of even Twitter for that matter. People follow so many Twitter posts of celebrities, of famous public personalities, and that's how they get a lot of updates on Twitter. Anything which is not even published on newspaper or in the news channel, that first gets published through these social networking sites, and that's how people are getting instant updates at the flick of the eyes. You can just say, a fraction of a second, the news is flashed, and you don't need actually any kind of news channel or any kind of formal platform or any kind of news broadcasting televisions to showcase that kind of news. So that's how social networking has really created that kind of speedy transformation or transfer of information to people. That's where people are getting real-time updates of what is happening across the globe. So that this is all thanks to the social networking and social platform, which is there available for us, right? So I hope you're getting the statistics which I'm sharing with you all. So the world's third largest country. Now, these are some interesting social networking facts which I'm sharing with you, my dear students. So if you just see Twitter from 2010, the growth has significantly risen. Okay, so registered users have increased. There's been more than 20% growth. Okay, from 2010 to 2011. Then you can also see the tweets per day on Twitter. Earlier it was 27 million, and significantly it has grown. I just have to bring myself close to the, you can say, I'll just zoom if you want. Yeah, that's much better. So predominantly 95 million posts are done. This other statistics of 2011, pretty old data, but you can just imagine the kind of growth that has taken in the tweets. So 252% rise. Okay, that's a significant, phenomenal rise, you can see. And that also includes all the kind of political, entertainment-based posts which are there on Twitter. Okay, then users biography. Okay, so that you can see 122% rise. So from 2010, the percentage were only 31%, but it has significantly grown to 69%. And world's third largest country, that is after China and India. Okay, Facebook is it's quite popular, right? It's like the US, people follow Facebook. Okay, fastest growing segment of users is basically all you guys, college students and kids, right? Then 75% of brand likes come from advertisements. So see the kind of impact social media is creating even in the corporate sector. Chicago is considered to be the fastest growing city on Facebook in terms of usage. So since 2010, look at the graph. It has, increased right from, like, for example, from nowhere 100 million to 600 million plus, and it is growing significantly. This data is pretty old, my dear friends, but then you can just imagine. And 2 times the size of US population. Okay, so this is how, India and US stats are there, like, if you compare. So after China and India, the US statistics are pretty, great. Okay, that's how people are using social network and social platform. Now see here also, if you see evolution wise, if you just go back 2004, nothing was there as such, but see the significant growth. And registered users have increased phenomenally on LinkedIn as well. So LinkedIn is considered to be the formal, or you can say professional social networking site where professionals across the globe, they do social networking. And this is again like phenomenal increase. There's high spike you can see in the figures and in the statistics. Okay, so these are quite interesting stats which I am showing to you related to the social networking. Now you can here also you can see time to reach. Now 50 million users. It usually took a long time for LinkedIn, that is 2,354 days to reach first 50 million users. Facebook took a bit less time than Twitter, and I believe this is, I don't know this website, but I think this is also a popular networking site. This also took a long time, but you can just see Google Plus. It just took 88 days. So this is how the awareness is there among people, and they are also following the social networking platforms. Okay. Now, my dear students, very important questions to ask yourself. Why you want to be on social media? What is the purpose? Why am I using social media? Are you using for just to connect with people, or just create your presence on social platform, or do you have any other purpose? Think about your objective. If you are part of an organization and if you want to promote your organization, then obviously your objective of being on social platform is to create your brand awareness, promote your company's brand, maybe sell your product, increase the sales of your organization. That can be one of the reasons. But from professional or from personal front, what are your objectives? So if your objectives are pretty clear, definitely you are going to really take the maximum advantage of being on social media platform. Then, how do you want to present yourself on the social platform? Do you want yourself to be people to have a kind of an image that, okay, you are happy-go-lucky kind of person, or do you want people to see you as a professional? Do you want people to see you as a kind of a visionary, or someone who believes in doing a kind of serious business on social media? So you need to design. Otherwise, you are completely wasting your time on social media platform. If you are not using the best what social media has to offer, अगर आप वो अच्छी चीजें जो सोशल मीडिया आपको देना चाहती है वो नहीं आप फॉलो कर रहे हैं, तो डेफिनेटली आपका कोई मतलब नहीं है सोशल मीडिया पे। आप बस कुछ लाइक्स के लिए आपका पोस्ट्स कर रहे हो, बस आपको थोड़ा सा बहुत पॉपुलैरिटी चाहिए, उसके लिए आप सोशल मीडिया का यूज करो, तो आई थिंक यू आर वेस्टिंग योर टाइम। बिकॉज एक पोस्ट अगर आप डालोगे, एक साइकोलॉजी अब बन जाती है कि यार मुझे कितने लाइक्स मिले। आप हर 2 घंटे में 1 घंटे में आप फेसबुक, इंस्टा या ट्विटर ओपन करके चेक करते रहोगे, तो यू आर वेस्टिंग योर टाइम। नाउ द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन, विथ whom you want to connect and why? आपका ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है? किन किन लोगों से आपको नेटवर्क बनाना है? अगर आपका नेटवर्क सोशल मीडिया पे अच्छे लोगों के साथ बन जाता है, डेफिनेटली आपके प्रोस्पेक्ट्स काफी अच्छे बन जाते हैं। अगर कल आपको कोई किसी प्रोफेशनल की सहायता चाहिए, कोई जॉब रिलेटेड, कोई कंपनी का अगर आपको प्रोडक्ट प्रमोट करना है या प्रमोट करना है, सोशल मीडिया का इस्तेमाल आप सही तरीके से कर सकते हो, क्योंकि तब तक आपकी नेटवर्क इतनी स्ट्रांग बन जाती है कि आपको लीड्स तक मिलने शुरू हो जाते हैं। आपकी जो जॉब प्रोफाइल है, फॉर एग्जांपल अगर आप सेल्स में हो, आपको उन लोगों के साथ कनेक्ट करने में काफ़ी इजी हो जाएगा, बिकॉज आपके पास उतने नेटवर्क्स इतने स्ट्रांग हो जाएंगे कि आपको कहीं पे भी ज़्यादा बाहर का रिसर्च करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। यू वुड डायरेक्टली क्लिक those accounts, and you would directly you know barge into their accounts, and you would definitely share your promo and any kind of events that you're planning out. That's the beauty of social network, and that the instant response that you will get, because you are because you are part of their network, that will be phenomenally fast than what you could have not expected being an outsider. तो सोशल नेटवर्क का इस तरीके से आप इस्तेमाल करना बहुत आपके लिए लाभदायक होगा। देन व्हाई शुड यू पोस्ट ऑन सोशल प्लेटफॉर्म? तो इसका रीजन आपको भी पता है कि अगर आप बस अपनी पॉपुलैरिटी चाहते हो कुछ छोटे कुछ सेल्फीज पोस्ट करके, तो आई थिंक वो बस आपके लिए एक शॉर्ट टर्म गोल हो जाएगा। बट अगर आपको अपनी प्रोफाइल बिल्डिंग करनी है, प्रोफेशनल इमेज क्रिएट करनी है सोशल प्लेटफॉर्म पे, तो आपको सही टेक्निक्स का इस्तेमाल करना बहुत जरूरी है। यू हैव टू यूज द राइट टेक्निक्स wherein you can build up your image from a long perspective, right? लॉन्ग टर्म पर्सपेक्टिव के हिसाब से आपको एक बहुत अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म मिल सकता है। सो अगेन माय अर्ज इज टू यू गाइज, मेरा एक रिक्वेस्ट है आपसे कि ये क्वेश्चंस आप जरूर अपने आप से पूछिए कि मुझे सोशल प्लेटफॉर्म पे या सोशल मीडिया पे क्यों रहना है? व्हाट इज माय पर्पस? व्हाट आर योर प्रोस्पेक्टिव थ्रेट्स? ये भी आपको जानना है कि अगर आप पर्सनल चीजें पोस्ट करोगे, तो आप नहीं जानते कि मुझे कोई ऐसा इंसान है या व्यक्ति है जो मुझे फॉलो कर रहा है इनडायरेक्टली। in short, you can be a prospect for cyberbullying as well, right? तो ये सब चीज आपको बहुत ध्यान से सोचनी है, because everything that you post on social media definitely impacts your personal branding, right? how do you want to do it, right? ये सब चीजें आपको बहुत जरूरी है. So if you guys are doing a very casual posts on your social media, if you feel that that's a real cool thing that you are doing, then think about all these questions which I've asked about, being on social media platform. And if you really want to create a very strong profile of yours, be it a Facebook, be it LinkedIn, be it Insta, then you have to do and start following that. Tomorrow your image would be very strong. Tomorrow if you are going for any job interview, your recruiters would be really impressed by going through your social networking platform. And believe me guys, this is one of the the secret weapons which most of the the employers are using to assess the credentials of a candidate. So that is where you need to be extra cautious when you are doing any kind of posts on social media. Okay, so that is where I feel you have to be a little careful, my dear friends. Now, benefits of being on social media is what we have already discussed, but let's see and understand. It helps you to connect with social network. Now, if you're planning to develop a repertoire of professional network with the help of LinkedIn, मतलब आपको बहुत अच्छे प्रोफेशनल्स के साथ नेटवर्किंग इस्टेब्लिश करना है. आपका मोटो है कि बस आपको प्रमोट करना है, आपकी ब्रांड इमेज क्रिएट करनी है ताकि लोग आपको जान सके आप क्या तरीके का काम कर रहे हैं. लाइक कल आपको बिजनेस करना है कोई चीज का, एंड यू वांट टू प्रमोट योर ओन प्रोडक्ट्स एंड सर्विसेज. सो सोशल मीडिया एक आपके लिए बहुत जबरदस्त प्लेटफॉर्म रहेगा, बिकॉज इसमें कोई कॉस्ट इन्वॉल्व नहीं होती है, राइट? यू जस्ट हैव टू बेसिकली post your job at your company's portfolio, the kind of services that you guys are offering, and people will start liking you. People will start following you, right? And that's where you can create your own brand. You can be your own entrepreneur. You don't need any kind of such technical experts to really promote your own brand. So that's the beauty of being on social media, and there are so many tools available online which you can use it, and you can do a professional job postings or any kind of service related, product related postings on social platforms. Okay, so that's how you can, and that all again depends कि आपका network क्या level का है. If you have a high quality network, then definitely you will get a very good kind of a a great force to grow your business. It will be a great platform for you to grow your business and scale up your business. Then using for promoting brands that we have already discussed. So आपको खुद का अपना brand बनाना है. If you want to develop your own brand, that tomorrow, okay, people should know me as a kind of a professional photographer or professional designer or professional web developer, professional web designer, or a professional software developer, whatever the case may be. So that is how you develop your brand image with the help of social media platform. Be it Facebook, be it Twitter, be it Insta, be it LinkedIn, but people will always know you, recognize you for your work. So whatever you are doing, maybe you have designed a small website and you have to promote it. This is the best platform, my dear friends. You'll be saving on the extra cost that you would be incurring on hiring a kind of advertising agency and getting your brands and services promoted. So you're saving on those kind of extra costs. So these are the techniques which you can use. It's a fastest and convenient method of communication. So everywhere you can communicate effectively. You can connect with your own network, your friends, your families, and so many other forums. And this is the most convenient platform. You don't have to pay any fees. Okay, for business and other usage, definitely you might have to go for the premium subscription. That's at a very nominal cost, my dear friends. But this is how social networking platforms are really useful. And see, US adults that use social media sites online or on mobile, the percentage have been quite different, and it has increased phenomenally. Okay, like 73% people use YouTube. YouTube is also a very good platform where you want to do any kind of branding of yourself. Okay, you can create a very short video, what a kind of work that you have done. If you are a very good designer, आपने कुछ एक अच्छा डिजाइन बनाया है, लाइक आप कुछ आर्टिस्टिक करते हो, या आप कोई फॉर एग्जांपल फैशन डिजाइनर हो, एग्जांपल के तौर पे आप अपनी क्राफ्ट को, अपनी प्रेजेंटेशन को या आपके वर्क को एक बेहतर तरीके से सोशल मीडिया पे प्रमोट कर सकते हैं. यूट्यूब इज अगेन इट्स अ कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव मेथड ऑफ प्रमोटिंग योरसेल्फ. इफ यू हैव अ गुड नेटवर्क ऑफ पीपल, गुड सब्सक्राइबर्स अंडर योर अकाउंट, आप बस एक पोस्टिंग कर दीजिए और आपका लाइक्स आना शुरू हो जाएगा. पीपल विल स्टार्ट आस्किंग यू, and that's how you can increase your business. You can increase your visibility on social networking platform. Then 68% Facebook, 35% on Insta, LinkedIn 25%. This again is more towards the professional segment, तो इसलिए इसके percentage भी काफी कम है, but ये grow हो रहा है. Okay, Snapchat भी है, Pinterest भी है, Twitter भी है. तो ये काफी popular social networking या social media sites है जिसका लोग तादाद में यूज कर रहे हैं, स्पेशली इन यूएस. और इंडिया में भी इसके नंबर्स काफी इम्प्रेसिव है. ओके, so that's how you guys can use social media to create your own brand image, develop your personality, develop your network. Even if you're tomorrow working for any company, you can get so many leads for your business. That will definitely help you to scale up your business, and obviously it will help in your professional growth as well. Learning is also very important benefit on social media, especially if you're part of LinkedIn, YouTube तो it's like a second Google, right? It's a second Google. तो आप जो भी डालोगे आपको एक बेहतर तरीके से उसका वीडियो प्रेजेंटेशन मिल जाता है. So that's how I will also be showing after few minutes one YouTube video that again will help you to understand and enhance your knowledge in certain way. So that's how YouTube is very effective. I personally love YouTube, and it's one of the best social platform, or rather social media platform. Okay, now there are certain disadvantages of being on social media, guys. If you, again, tremendous use of something is also not good. किसी चीज का excess use करना भी ज्यादा अच्छा नहीं. First, it lacks emotional connection. हम किसी को like देते हैं सोशल मीडिया, हमको लगता है अरे हाँ मेरे फ्रेंड ने मुझे like दे दिया, but ये कोई इमोशनल फ्रेंड पे नहीं होता है guys. There is no emotional connection. Tomorrow if someone sends you a kind of friend request, you may not know that person, but yes, you accepted because मेरा फ्रेंड का जो नेटवर्क है वो बढ़ रहा है, ठीक है, बट इसमें कोई इमोशनल कनेक्शन नहीं होता है, कोई शेयरिंग नहीं होता. अगर आपने कोई आजकल मैं बहुत देखता हूँ कि लोग कुछ अपने पर्सनल स्टोरीज शेयर करते हैं. समथिंग दे लॉस्ट, दे फाउंड, okay, I purchased a new puppy, a new dog. So they will click a kind of a selfie or a photo with that, and they will post on social media. So they will get heart, likes, or comments. But that again, that has nothing to do with emotions. So nothing can replace, human touch, even if you go at any extent of technology. Second point, diminishing or diminishes understanding and thoughtlessness. कोई उसमें थॉट नहीं है, आप कोई भी कमेंट डाल देते हो. आजकल मैंने देखा है कोई भी पोस्ट हो, पॉलिटिकल पोस्ट हो, कोई एंटरटेनमेंट या कोई बॉलीवुड की पोस्ट हो, पीपल कुछ भी डाल देते हैं. एनीथिंग दे विल, व्हाटएवर कम्स टू देयर माइंड, दे विल टाइप and they will share it on the social platform or social media platform, which is again creating a lot of disturbance and ripples in the society. Facilitates laziness. हम घंटों YouTube देखेंगे, Facebook देखेंगे, Insta देखेंगे, and we just forget our important task. तो हमारा time management पूरा toss पे चला जाता है. And if we are continuously hooked up with social media applications, then definitely, my dear friend, the entire day is gone for a toss. Okay, so we forget to prioritize, and this is one thing which you can do it in your leisure time. जब आपके पास सब कुछ होने के बाद जो बचा कुछ समय होता है, वो आप उसमें थोड़ा बहुत देख के आप उसमें टाइम स्पेंड कर सकते हो कि चलो मुझे क्या मैसेज आया है, कुछ आया है, कुछ अपडेट्स, that's fine. Unless you are using it for a professional reason, you get constant updates on WhatsApp and other things, and that's a different case. But again, people become lazy, people become so lethargic when they start using. Even I've seen people they don't sleep on time. सोने के पहले घंटों आप अपडेट्स देखते रहोगे मोबाइल पे, तो इससे आपका आंखों पे एक प्रेशर आ जाता है, because you're continuously watching the video or continuously watching this the kind of posts that people have shared on these social media platforms. So guys, be a little careful. I'm not against using social media, but be a little careful where you need to invest and where you need not. That's where you need to draw a thin line. It obviously has reduced the family closeness, because everywhere, if you see, even in one room, if you there are parents and children sitting, but everyone will have their own cell phone, and they will, the TV will go on, but they will just keep browsing their social media accounts, and there is no connection, guys. There is no connection. People just have forgotten the human values at times. It's really sorry to say, my dear friends, but उसमें कोई भी फैमिली का एक जो क्लोजनेस है, हम जब एक फैमिली टाइम एक साथ बिताते हैं, वो सब खत्म हो चुका है. एवरीवन इज हुक्ड अप, सबको अपना अपना पर्सनल स्पेस चाहिए. एक घर में दीवार होती है, बस फैमिली नहीं होती है. हर एक के एक सोशल मीडिया ने खुद एक वर्चुअल दीवार क्रिएट कर दी. हर एक को अपना अपना स्पेस चाहिए, एंड दैट इज रियली वेरी सैड. पीपल डोंट स्पेंड क्वालिटी टाइम विद देयर फैमिलीज. डिस्ट्रैक्शन का एक बहुत बड़ा जरिया है, एंड रिसर्च ने भी प्रूव किया कि हर एक जो बीप होती है, लोग उस पहले काम सब छोड़ेंगे और उस बीप पे देखेंगे, अरे मुझे कोई व्हाट्सएप आया है, या मुझे कोई कोशिश कर रहा है रीच, मतलब पीपल आर ट्राइंग टू रीच मी, समवन इज ट्राइंग टू पिंग मी, कोई मुझे ढूंढने की कोशिश कर रहा है, एंड थिंग्स लाइक दैट. तो ये एक बहुत बड़ा कॉज है डिस्ट्रैक्शन का. एंड इवन गेमिंग साइट्स होती है जो डिस्टर्ब करती है बच्चों को, पढ़ाई से डिस्ट्रैक्ट करती है. पबजी जैसी साइट जो थैंकफुली वो क्लोज हो गई है, बट फिर भी वैसे बहुत सारे ऐप्स अभी भी है जो बच्चों को डिस्ट्रैक्ट करते हैं. फोकस नहीं रहता है उनका पढ़ाई पे, एंड दैट्स हाउ दे आर लूजिंग interest in their studies and extracurricular activities. So you need to be a little careful with these. There are advantages and disadvantages also. So you need to think where you need to make the best utilization. Then the most important part is the ethical behavior on social platform. तो ethical behavior क्या होता है? ethical हमने already उस दिन definition पढ़ा है. ethics वो होती है जो चीजें जरूरी है हमको, morally हमको वो करनी चाहिए. That is called as ethical. Okay. तो ethical हमने बहुत चीजें देखी कि सोशल प्लेटफॉर्म बहुत एक डिस्टर्बिंग प्लेटफॉर्म बन चुका है. आज की जनरेशन को देखा जाए तो एक बहुत बड़ा खतरा है स्टूडेंट्स के लिए, यंग स्टूडेंट्स के लिए, प्रोफेशनल्स के लिए, वुमेन के लिए. एंड देयर आर सो मेनी, द क्राइम रेट इज इंक्रीजिंग, माय डियर फ्रेंड्स. आईटी एक्ट के हिसाब से जब हम वो आईटी एक्ट का जो जो स्टार्ट की गई थी, इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी एक्ट, उसका मेन उद्देश्य वही था कि ये जो साइबर क्राइम जो डे बाय डे इंक्रीज हो रहे हैं, ये जो साइबर अटैकर्स होते हैं, या जो स्पैमर्स होते हैं, या जो जिसको हम बोल सकते हैं अनएथिकल हैकर्स होते हैं, वो अपना पर्सनल स्पेस जो होता है वर्चुअल या सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म पे, वो उसको तक उन्होंने छोड़ा नहीं है. तो सेफ्टी नहीं है. देयर इज नो सिक्योरिटी. साइबर बुलिंग, साइबर अटैक्स, लाइक पोस्टिंग objectionable videos and content on social media is again becoming a very serious issue. So guys, my dear, it's a very sincere request कि आप ऐसे भी कोई भी WhatsApp ग्रुप का हिस्सा मत बनिए कि जो ऑब्जेक्शनेबल कंटेंट शेयर करता है, सेंसिटिव कंटेंट शेयर करता है. तो इसका आप काफी you should avoid. In fact, you should never follow such WhatsApp groups. You should immediately exit such WhatsApp groups. If possible, you can write a complaint to the cyber crime cell nearby, or any police department where that such and such people are operating. So they will definitely maintain the confidentiality. Colleges में अगर आपको ऐसा पता चल जाता है कि कोई ऐसा गलत तरीके का व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप चला रहा है, तो प्लीज इसका आप जो कॉलेज अथॉरिटीज है, जो विमेन सेल होती है, जो आईटी सेल होता है आपका, सिक्योरिटी आईटी सिक्योरिटी सेल जो भी आपका कॉलेज में रहेगा, तो प्लीज उनके कानों तक ये बात पहुंचा दीजिए, so that such things can be stopped, because these people are disturbing the society, the mentality of the people, and that's where fake messages भेजते हैं. So stop being part of such groups. So that's where, and I'm going to share one short video on that. So just be a little careful, and even it is a big threat for you as a future professionals. If you're part of organization, how organizations are taking serious actions on such aspects, you would be seeing in this video. So I'll be just you'll be just watching a short video on this, and I want you to seriously pay serious attention on these aspects. Okay, so I'll be just sharing my screen. Okay, so what are the risks associated and the rewards associated with social media?
Many companies are turning to social media as a means of promoting their services and connecting with customers in new ways. But what happens when social media doesn't work in favor for businesses? This video will go over the potential rewards and risks of social media. Did you know that 74% of all online users use social media networks? The percentage of businesses who use social media grew from 42% in 2008 to 93% in 2014 and continues to grow today. When used correctly, social media networks can create stronger connections with customers, generate leads, and gain more web traffic. One of the biggest rewards that social media has to offer is the ability to engage with your customers. Social media is based on connections. Connections are made through shared interests and through social circles. Companies engage with their customers by liking, sharing, and commenting on their customers' posts. By doing this, companies are building stronger connections and could potentially generate more leads for their business. Another great reward of social media is the ability to create content. You've probably heard the term content is king thrown around before. What this ultimately means is that the more quality content you can produce, the better your online presence will be. Take, for example, blogging networks. Blogs are great forms of content that can generate web traffic when linked back to your website. Not only do blogs create higher web traffic, but search engines like Google and Bing love blogs. The more quality content you can produce and share on social media, the higher your search engine rankings will likely be. Along with rewards, social media can also produce severe risks. When companies hire a social media manager, that manager becomes the face of the company online. More than often, social media managers will find themselves dealing with problems stemming from social media. Your company's reputation could be at risk if a customer decides to mouth off about your company. It is up to your social media manager to stay on top of this and to make sure that the unhappy customer gets the proper response to try and ease the situation, and to find out why this customer became so unhappy in the first place. A more serious risk than an unhappy customer is the potential for accounts to become breached or hijacked. Social media is another asset that an organization has to attempt to protect from loss or compromise. Companies need to make sure that they are not posting sensitive information that could put their entire business at risk. Along with hackings, social media presents the risk of viruses, malware, and spyware. Creators of such viruses tend to follow the market by placing hyperlink-friendly viruses that are easily accessible by clicking on certain links. Users need to be aware of what they are clicking, especially when accessing a social media network on a work computer. To wrap things up, social media can be a great outlet for businesses to expand their brand awareness. However, they must be mindful of the potential risks that lurk online.
So my dear friends, I hope you are aware that most of the companies have taken social media platform very seriously, but at the same time, the possibilities of threats which are there, and that could really, paralyze the functioning of the organization is again a serious concern for most of the companies. So that's the reason when you start working in any organization, you have to be extra cautious. You also have to educate yourself that what are the security or protocols or IT security, information technology related security protocols that you need to follow, and that will make your work easy, because you will be definitely using the social media for your official use as well. आप social media का भी use कर सकते हो, and that is again you have to be extra cautious that boss you do not have to share the passwords, and you also have to be very careful that you keep regularly updating your passwords. Do not share any sort of sensitive content, or if someone tries to cyberbully you, you have to immediately report to the IT department, that is the Information Technology Security Cell of the organization. And most importantly, time management is very important. Do not be too, too much into social networking that can take away your precious time of, or your valuable time of being productive in the office hours. Okay, now as a safe netizens, or as a responsible netizens, you also have to follow certain protocols. So do not spread and forward fake messages, which is very obvious, which we generally do knowingly or unknowingly. Sometimes there are some fake messages circulated, like through WhatsApp, through Facebook, which are very popular sites nowadays, and people do get, bullied by such fake messages. So do not spread and be part of such network. Alert immediately to your IT team of any spam, cyberbullying, objectionable content if you receive on your social media or even in your emails. Do not take it lightly, my dear friends, because if you ignore such things, tomorrow you might be a victim of such, practices. So you never know who is the, person who's trying to hack your system. So be a little extra cautious in such scenarios. Always follow the password security tips. Now you are smart students. Your password should not be your first name or last name or something like that, which is easily recognizable. So follow some security tips like using, caps and small case, plus using special characters, and ensuring that your the length of the password is more than 8 characters. Okay, then keep changing and updating your passwords on regular basis. Do not write your passwords anywhere, like in your notebook, on your or in your phone, or do not share with anyone. Do not post personal messages on social media like I'm in this town, I'm doing this, I'm spending time with my, pet or something, because you never know who's trying to bully you or who's trying to follow you on the social platform, and they may take undue advantage of that. So be a little extra cautious. Even if you're traveling anywhere, do not post any such messages on social media that can create a problem for you, especially for girls and even for boys for that matter. Do not like, comment, or share any objectionable content or sensitive content. Be extra cautious. Do not put any kind of thoughts or ideas into this. Just leave it. Even if you feel it's quite frustrating, do not be part of such discussion or any kind of groups like that, or someone who tries to, immediately you can block it, immediately you can just disconnect that person from your network. Then obviously the most important is that check before you accept anyone's friend request. So if you are not aware that the person is or not part of your network, or some unknown person is trying to share a friend request, please be extra careful. If you do not know that person, please do not accept the friend request. That can be one of the intention of getting through your personal messages. And nowadays Facebook has smartly introduced that feature of locking your own profile. So ensure that by default you lock your profile, so that no third person is intervening or trying to open your account and try to see through your personal posts, your videos, or any kind of photos that you have uploaded on your social media. So be a little careful, my dear friends, because it's a virtual world. Everything is going quite fast. Technology is getting upgraded. There are cyber crimes happening every now and then. The rate of cyber crime has increased phenomenally, and it's really, we as netizens have to be really careful, extra cautious. Even if you're using any kind of bank applications, please ensure that you have the proper security passwords and follow all the protocols when it comes to using such applications. Do not share your phone with anyone, any kind of passwords, and try be a little smart with, even if your parents are using any kind of applications, please ensure that you give them same education what we are taking today right now. That is very important. So with this, I end my session. I hope this session was quite, valuable to you. You might have learned something, or you might have relearned something, or you might have reinforced something in your learning process. I wish you all the best. Be safe. Take extra cost, precautionary measures when you are part of social media platform, and follow the social media ethics which you are expected to follow. With this, I end my session. Thank you so much for listening and watching this video. Be safe and take care of yourself. Thank you so much.